Charlie, a fluffy orange cat with bright green eyes, was no ordinary pet. He had a deep curiosity about everything his humans did, especially his owner, Sarah. One calm afternoon, Charlie watched Sarah unroll a yoga mat and begin her daily practice. She moved slowly, stretching and breathing deeply. Charlie tilted his head, fascinated. What is she doing? It looks peaceful, he thought. The next morning, while Sarah settled into her yoga pose, Charlie quietly crept onto the mat. With his tail held high and his back arched in a perfect stretch, he tried to mimic her moves. Sarah laughed. "Charlie, are you doing yoga with me?" Charlie didn't respond. He was focused. He planted his paws, stretched out his spine, and held a perfect downward dog. Well, more like downward cat. Sarah smiled. "You're a natural." Yoga quickly became part of Charlie's routine. Each morning, the orange cat with bright green eyes stretched beside Sarah as she flowed through her poses. His posture was graceful, his paws extended fully, and his purring matched her deep breaths. Sarah, impressed, filmed him and posted the video online. Charlie the Zen Cat. It went viral in hours, but Charlie wasn't interested in fame. One sunny morning, while perched on the windowsill, he had an idea. What if other pets learned yoga too? He imagined peaceful stretches, calm breaths, and wagging tails. That evening, he pawed at Sarah's arm and sat on the mat, staring into her eyes. Sarah tilted her head. "Do you want to teach yoga, Charlie?" He meowed and blinked slowly, the way he always did when he meant yes. The idea had planted itself firmly, and Charlie, ever curious and calm, was ready to share his newfound peace with the pet world. Sarah loved the idea and helped Charlie set up a cozy corner in the living room. They laid down soft mats and made a sign that read, "Charlie's Zen Den." The orange cat with bright green eyes sat proudly beside it. Sarah posted an invite online. Pet yoga class, led by Charlie the cat. To her surprise, people actually showed up. First came Luna, a graceful Siamese cat. Then Max, a bouncy golden retriever, followed by Daisy, a fluffy bunny who looked nervous. Charlie welcomed each guest with a calming purr. He walked to the center, placed his paws forward, and demonstrated a perfect downward cat. Max copied and flopped sideways. Luna mimicked it perfectly. Daisy froze in place, but Charlie didn't mind. He gently nudged Max into position and sat beside Daisy for comfort. With patience in his heart and light in his green eyes, Charlie's first yoga class began. By the second class, more pets arrived. Kiwi the parrot, who squawked through silence, Toby the tortoise, who barely moved, Nibbles the hamster, who rolled around in a ball. Still, Charlie, the calm orange cat with bright green eyes, welcomed them all. His fluffy tail waved gently as he patted between mats, adjusting paws and wings with care. Sarah observed as Charlie led the sessions, meowing softly while she interpreted for the pets and their humans. Max now held his pose longer. Luna flowed like a pro, and even Daisy managed a slow stretch. Kiwi chirped quietly during meditation, and Nibbles finally sat still. After every class, Sarah handed out tiny treats. Paws, wings, and tails relaxed across the room. Charlie sat proudly in the center of it all. His dream was unfolding, not just with poses, but with peace. His students weren't perfect, but they were present, and that was enough. Charlie, the wise orange cat with bright green eyes, started adding new touches to his yoga classes. He introduced calming music, soft purring sounds, and gentle bells. Sarah lit cat-safe candles that smelled like lavender and catnip. The pets responded beautifully. Each class ended with cuddle meditation, where everyone snuggled silently in a big circle. Then came Bruno, a grumpy bulldog who scoffed at yoga. He refused to sit, rolled his eyes at every pose, and growled when Max wagged too hard. But Charlie didn't give up. He sat next to Bruno quietly each day. He didn't push, only purred and waited. After a few classes, Bruno stretched one paw, then another. Slowly, he joined. His growls softened. He even smiled once. Sarah whispered, "Charlie, you're not just teaching yoga, you're changing lives?" Charlie looked at his students, Bruno, Max, Luna, Daisy. He saw growth, trust, and connection. His heart swelled with joy. Charlie's classes were now the talk of the town. Pets lined up outside Sarah's house, waiting for their spot in Charlie's Zen den. The orange cat with bright green eyes sat calmly at the door, greeting each one with a soft purr and a slow blink. His reputation as a gentle teacher had spread far beyond the neighborhood. One day, a curious raccoon named Remy appeared, dragging along a yoga mat twice his size. He was clumsy, loud, and constantly knocked things over. Some pets stared, unsure, but Charlie walked over, brushed against Remy's side, and led him to an open mat. Charlie demonstrated slow breathing. Remy fidgeted, but watched closely. By the end of class, Remy had stopped rustling and simply sat in peace. Sarah whispered, "You did it again, Charlie." Charlie looked around. Every pet, no matter how different, belonged here. This wasn't just a class, it was a community. As the weeks passed, Sarah helped Charlie expand the studio. She moved furniture to create more space, added a calming fountain, and placed little cubbies for each pet's belongings. The orange cat with bright green eyes now had his own mini stage, a cushion where he sat during meditation sessions. Charlie introduced themed days, stretchy Sundays, mindful Mondays, and flexible Fridays. The pets adored it. Even Bruno started arriving early, claiming his spot beside Daisy. One evening, a thunderstorm hit. Many pets were scared, shaking or hiding under mats. Charlie stayed calm. He walked to the center, curled into a tight ball, and began a slow, deep purr. One by one, the pets joined him, matching his rhythm. Rain pounded outside, but inside the studio, peace reigned. Sarah teared up. Charlie wasn't just leading yoga, he was creating a safe space where all were welcome. One sunny morning, Charlie woke up earlier than usual. The orange cat with bright green eyes leapt onto the windowsill, watching the sunrise. A gentle breeze carried scents of spring, fresh grass, blooming flowers, and a hint of adventure. Charlie had an idea: outdoor yoga. With Sarah's help, they set up mats in the garden. Birds chirped overhead, butterflies danced through the air, and the soft grass became nature's yoga floor. Pets arrived with excitement, tails wagging, ears perked. Kiwi flapped happily in a tree. Toby, the tortoise, actually moved faster than usual. Charlie led them through sun salutations under the real sun. The environment made everything feel magical. Luna balanced on a stone, Max rolled through the flowers, and Daisy did her best stretch yet. Charlie purred contentedly. The sky, the earth, the pets, everything felt connected. Yoga under the clouds had brought them closer than ever before. Soon, Charlie's classes were being featured in pet magazines. Meet the orange cat bringing Zen to the animal world, one headline read, but fame never changed Charlie. The orange cat with bright green eyes remained humble, showing up every day, stretching, teaching, and purring his way through each session. A squirrel named Chip joined the class next. Chip couldn't sit still. He zoomed across mats, knocked over water bowls, and even climbed Sarah's curtain. Chaos broke out, until Charlie calmly walked over, sat right in Chip's path, and gave him the slowest, most peaceful blink. Something shifted. Chip paused, blinked back, and sat. For the first time, silence returned. The class resumed, more focused than ever. Sarah chuckled. "Charlie, how do you do it?" He didn't answer, only stretched into a perfect pose, leading by example. The pets followed. Charlie didn't need words. His calm spoke louder than anything else. To celebrate the studio's 50th class, Sarah and Charlie planned a Zen party. The orange cat with bright green eyes supervised every detail. They hung paw-shaped lanterns, scattered flower petals, and placed cozy cushions everywhere. Pets arrived dressed in colorful collars and bows, buzzing with excitement. The class began with group stretches, laughter, and wobbly poses. Then came story time. where Sarah read about Charlie's journey. The pets listened, some even closing their eyes in admiration. Bruno let out a happy sigh. Daisy cuddled closer to Max. Luna purred softly. At the end, Sarah placed a tiny golden medal around Charlie's neck. It read, "Master of Calm." The room erupted in cheerful barks, meows, and flaps. Charlie, glowing in the soft light, gave a slow blink to his friends. He hadn't just built a yoga class, he had created a peaceful world for every creature, big or small. As the sun set on the final day of yoga season, Charlie, the orange cat with bright green eyes, sat quietly at the center of his studio. Around him, pets lay peacefully, their hearts full and tails still. From Max the retriever to Daisy the bunny, every creature had grown, stronger, calmer, kinder. Even Chip the squirrel now sat cross-legged, eyes closed. Sarah looked at Charlie, eyes misty. "You've done something special, my friend." Charlie blinked slowly, his way of saying, it was never just about yoga. The studio would pause for winter, but its impact would last forever. Charlie had taught the world that patience, kindness, and a little stretch could go a long way. Moral of the story: no matter your size, species, or speed, peace begins with you. As the screen faded to soft music, Sarah whispered, "If you loved Charlie's journey, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the calm." Charlie purred in agreement, one final pose under the stars.